Hey gang, welcome back. It is I, Dr. Bosky, and on this fine Sunday afternoon, we are going to play test the updated version of a game called CollidEscape by Andy Roseby. Why don't we hop on over? So I think we played our last version of CollidEscape, gosh, probably like 4 months ago, and maybe a little bit longer than that. Andy has been tirelessly working away on this and put up an updated version for us as well that you can also get from the CollidEscape page, which I will note in the description. But yeah, so let's do a little. So as people should know, let me see here. First of all, hang on a second. There we go, CollidEscape. And we're executing. I'm going to play with the PlayStation 5 controller. This is a twin stick shooter, kind of a tactical shooter, a little bit more in terms of our tactical shmup, meaning it's a little bit slower paced. And because it's twin stick, it has some things as well. So, you know, Andy has been very kind and has played Interstellar Sentinel quite a bit. He earned his 1 credit clear pin. So Andy is a very important part of our community. And because he's also doing dev, we like to pay that back and pay it forward by playtesting early builds and just doing kind of a stream of consciousness. So music has got a bit of funk to it. Oh, guitar riffing. Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting some slight Toe Jam and Earl vibes from the old school. Andy's got, he's a musician amongst many other things. Father, nice fellow. All right, and he drew his own font. Look at this font here. It's got this very hand-drawn kind of flavor to it. All right, so I think we're good. Let's start this thing out. See what we got. Oh, let me make sure I got everything else running. Okay, so I do have the replay buffer as well. All right, what do we got here? Holy shit, Andy. I don't even know where to look. All right. So up here we got use the left stick to move your ship and use the right stick to fire. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, interesting. So it's a little bit weird that so I can see that I'm kind of spinning the weapon around, but it's not shooting. So when you're like, yo, this thing does this thing. And then use the right stick to fire. It's not like I'm sure I'll probably get firing in a bit, but again, whenever a player is trying to do something, look at this guy. Look at him. He's like, hello. Anytime you tell a player to do something and then they try to do it and there's no outcome from it, generally it's a funky paradigm. So it leaves your players thinking that they have done something wrong. Okay, so we have select game mode using bump switches. All right, we got the story here. Retired, it's a little bit hard to read this, not too terrible. Retired Space Force veteran Major McCannon takes his new ship for a spin. All right. Okay, so we got these things. So, and then so you got these panels. Look at these little borders. These are cute. Okay, we got reinforcement in the left and right side. Left, right, laser, skip cutscene, spread shot, missiles, laser. Okay, I'll figure those out. Hex impulse. All right, all right. Bump switch. Ah. So in the upper right corner, you have like this helper that says bump switch, and then you have these switches here, but they don't move or change anything. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there. I assume that these blue ones are probably the thing I need to adjust. So yeah, so okay, so bump switch on the left and the right. So let's try one of these. Oh, I don't know what that did. What changed? So it's kind of, I guess he's trying to show me the states, the different states for the switches. I can't reset them or do anything with them, so I don't know what I did wrong. I have no idea what I'm choosing. So I guess we'll just go to start. Game only selected. I don't. Okay. Oh, yeah, confusion. Just so you're aware. Menus are tough. All right, here we go. Nice of the humdrum beings to leave their weapon caches lying around. Something. I don't know what I was doing there. What is this? Hint, check the scenery and fly the background tiles to reveal the codes. Okay. Oh, here's some bad dudes. Cool. Okay. Oh, there's a switch thing. Look at the cannon. All right, all right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with these switches. They don't make sense to me. Code 1 found. Blue, yellow, yellow, blue. I don't. Okay. Whoa. What's up, shooty butts? I like the cash bits flying into my ship. Oh, what did I get hit by? Did I just back into that? It's probably so. There's a lot of information everywhere, even in the left and right panels. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what all that stuff is. So let me take a quick look. I want to take a look at what hit me there. It's always funny when you're playing. You know, like I assume that these blue ones are probably you can't see what you're seeing. So did I chip? All right, let's see. Oh, shooty butts. I like the cash bits flying into my ship. Oh, shooty butts. Didn't even I like the cash bits flying into my ship. What's up? So Andy, a couple bits here that are probably might be useful for you. So I think so. You've got yellow, right, for the for your enemy shots, but it's kind of it's not a bright yellow. I think you've got the outline here, which is kind of your pixel outline, which is okay too. But the separating these, like the background, like the background colors, which are these beiges and a little bit more browns and yellows, from your bullets, make it kind of hard to see the bullets. So food for thought. You probably want to try to punch up the bright values and maybe the outline on your bullets. So again, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, let me play some more and see what's up. I just happened to be looking in the wrong direction when and I didn't see that bullet. So all right, we're figuring out stuff here. What's up? Oh boy. Oh, I got killed there. Ah, you've got a lot of stuff going on, which is not bad. I feel like I'm able to. Oh, what is this? Aim here. Okay. Oh, okay. There it is. Phone booth thing. I don't know. Okay. And I'm sure. Oh, look! I got an upgrade. I'm sure over time I'll probably get a better sense. Oops. I'll get a better sense for all the like things that are happening. So what's the deal there? Why can't I? That guy. Okay. That guy took he wasn't flashing very much. So what's this? I'm behind the curve now. Ooh, getting killed. Boy. Oh, look, there's the bullet. Oh, can I get in there? Can I get that bullet in there? Let me see here. Maybe I had to blow up the thing. I'm not sure. Oh, look, I got plasma tentacle whippers. Oop, there's one there. Oh God. Andy, there's a lot of like. You got these panels that pop up. I don't have any time to digest those panels right now and whatever they're trying to say, so I feel like I'm missing something. Just feedback for you. But, okay. I also know I can feel that your analog stick is tuned for your own controller dead zone. Oh, I wonder. All right. I'm gonna check. Look, there's some DBKs from the past. I'm gonna see if I can adjust my dead zone controls. Controller. Dead zone. Oh yeah. See if that helps. All right, all right. Select game mode using bump switch. Okay, so I think I don't even tutorial selected. What? Okay. I'm too silly to understand what's going on. Welcome to KollidEscape, a twin stick shooter. Yay. Woo. Use the left stick to move. Oh yeah, this is much better. Much better. Look at that silky smooth. To move your ship, and the right stick to fire. This is cool. All right, I like the pacing here. Yeah. Enemies in KollidEscape can come from any direction. Try to stay away from these sides as much as possible. All right, it's a nice little hint. I'd rather be shooting stuff right now and having enemies come in as opposed to just reading a bunch. Now shoot these imbeciles. Yeah, okay. I'm impatient. I'm an impatient gamer. So Andy, in case you haven't seen it yet, so if you go to my YouTube channel and is it safe? No. Secret. Secret. Is it border? Gosh dang it. Now I've forgotten what it is. Hidden? Snake enemy. Enemy screen space. There we go. All right. So Andy, there's this, I'm pretty sure. So what I was experiencing in your game, right, is that essentially there are enemies and they're awake outside. So pretend this is the camera, right? So actually, I can just go back to the. So what I think I'm seeing, right, is that, hello, come on, we can do it. We can do it. We can do anything. All right. So I think what I'm seeing is that you have enemies that are coming in like from off screen, and I think my bullets, right, are shooting and killing the enemies before, right, like right as it's probably right when they're barely coming into the screen. So the video that I just referenced for you will have you create a invulnerability zone around the edge of the screen. It's advanced, but that way you don't have enemies dying before they show up, because it's not super fun when you have enemies that are dying off screen before you can see all the cool stuff, right? So all right, so, and what was that? That was just real quick again. Man, I got too many windows open. Yeah, okay. So, and it's the enemy screen space invulnerability zones. So that's your thing. And come on, there we go. And we'll get rid of that. Okay, back to the tutorial. And you might have it turned on. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we'll see more. Targets of interest will be highlighted in advance, like so. So why are they highlighted? Oh, aim here. What? Okay. I don't understand. I don't. Okay, so then the plunger thing comes up. Then reinforce when in visual range. Visual, I don't, okay. But I think what you're trying to say is, and maybe you don't need to explain it so much, right? But I get the concept. There's a plunger thing, kill it. By the way, nice little sparking, like, power conduits. What is that, a napkin? Is that a paper towel? Hold down the right trigger to something, something, something. Use precision mode to stay on the blue flooring. Right trigger. So I'm holding right trigger. Oh, okay. Precision mode. Okay, so there we go. I see. All right. So, um, I get what you want me to do. I think what I would have liked to see more of is when the player is navigating these correctly. You know, like light up the floor panels. So it's then it would be like, you know, like boing boing, right? Like boing. So it reinforces that I'm doing what you want me to do. Also, I thought when I was going to get to this that I was going to get some kind of like bonus or something for doing what you want me to do. Scenery that stops bullets also stops ships. Okay. Dead. Dead! Tutorials are hard. Make your way to the switch training area, avoiding the hazards and shooting the enemies. All right, let's go. Press X square to continue. Press X square. Oh, you're breaking my brain, Andy. In your language there. If you're I don't even. I'm pressing X and square on the controller and nothing's happening. But I understand that. Ooh, bullet. What's this thing? Oh, yeah, laser. Okay, but I do like the. He's got a little weird laser tail on the back. That doesn't feel super good. But, you know, danger. So you're probably telling me. Unlike Lambert, make sure to get out of the way. Lambert! The sheepish lion. Lambert! There's no denying. Ooh, and scenery with cracks in them can be destroyed. Okay. That's fun. I like breaking through stuff. Oh my god. There's a lot of space, Andy, where nothing is happening. All right, what's this? Bump into the blue switches to turn them yellow. Match the square sequence below to earn you some dough. Okay. That's weird that you... Okay. I don't... okay. Oh, the below. Okay, got it. All right. Boop, boop, boop. The boop sounded pretty good. There are 2 weapon caches per level. The second one looks like this. Oh, okay. Wrong code. Got it. Oh, but I don't get a retry? But okay, fair enough. Your super weapon is called the Hex Impulse. Use the left trigger to fire it. Using left trigger, nothing is happening. The pound notes you just collected increase the something. You need 200 minimum to fire it. Collect the last 10 now. Okay. Press X square to continue. I'm pressing X and then, okay. I think part of it, Andy, is that you're writing out the word square as opposed to using the symbol. And what I would do is I would change it to symbols because you're trying to show controller buttons, right? Or have a generic controller image and just highlight the button, the upper left button that you want pressed. Park your ship on the centered floor tile and use Hex Impulse to destroy the red switches and open the door. Okay. Use your right stick if you failed. Use your gun right stick if you fail the switches. I don't. What is it? No, I mean a little confirmation sound there. I think I was getting what you were saying there, but I don't think I did that right. I don't know. I don't know. Andy, like, speed the camera up, get us to the point faster. I mean, I'm just sitting there watching and waiting for, 10 seconds for nothing to happen. So for the laser, something which I missed, I don't know. For missiles, what was press? What does this mean? I don't. For missiles, what are the? I don't. What's going on? I think you're. I don't even know what this meant. Yeah. So I think you're trying to tell me to press the buttons on the controller. It's too abstract. I think you're trying to show me the different weapons, maybe. Or I don't. So look at these little missile things. I have no idea. So okay, again, so lasers, missiles, spread shot. Congratulations on passing the something, the Space Marine thingy. Okay, so I like what you got going on. So like you basically have your laser in your spread shot and your missiles. So that's the spread. I feel like I'm trying to change my weaponry and it's not changeable, Andy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, well. And then are we starting the game? Tired Space Force Commander in Lab takes a new ship for a spin? Yeah. Is this like the story mode? We got some switches. I love the ship. Who needs accidental damage cover when you're as careful as I am? Whoop, I like that. Whoop, make way. What the deuce? Little cutscene. It's cute. Hey, get back here and pay for the damage, you schmuck. Okay. All right. I'm over it. Uh-huh. Super something. All right. Okay. So I got cash, I think. Oh, there's my upgrade thing. London. Okay. Something. Hint, check the scenery. Okay. All right, let's give ourselves a go. Ooh, okay, so yeah, those open up the bits, but then what do I do here? I don't have. Oh, there's the code. Okay, so blue, yellow, blue, but I already had that. I don't. Okay, I don't know. I'm still figuring out. Some puzzling may occur. Fish and chips, yum. Give me some. I don't really have a sense on how powerful things are between the different weapons. So all right, aim here. The spread shot doesn't feel amazing. I think part of it is the amount of delay between the spread. And you have a charge up on it, so it takes a little bit longer. Maybe it upgrades well, I don't know. Oh, damn it, I hit the wall. Whoop. Let's see here. Okay, so that's right. I have to remember the weak spot. Oh. Oh. There's a thing. Oh, wow. This charge up you have, Andy, on the shooting doesn't feel good at all. I mean, I think a lot of, you know, a lot of things that work well in shmups, and it's fine to have like, you know, maybe some volleys, but maybe it's the weapon I'm using. I don't know. My weapon button isn't working right now, I guess, for switching. I don't have the other stuff. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. Oh, and I took a shot in the face. I don't. Oh God. You're popping up these. I don't know what these things are. I think that you're trying to tell me what the weapon is, right? Okay. And I missed it. All right, so that feels pretty good. I mean, look, and maybe the thing is, it's the volley. Oh. Oh, nice. Little escape. Oh, man. Yeah, I think fundamentally what you have when you're dealing with a game like this is you're simultaneously trying to understand the environment and the enemies. And so I'm trying to decipher between the two, and I'm not sure what to focus on. It doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. It's just that's you as the designer, something you're working on. So something. All right, that's cool. Oh, dang it. Man, I'm not really seeing those guys very well. Oh, damn it. I saw it and I just ran into him. Oh, damn it. My vision went back to look at the switches because I flew over one, and then that looking away was just enough to where I wound up bonking the enemy. Oh, code 1 found? Is that, okay, so I guess I did that wrong. But it was the same code that you had earlier in the level? I'm super confused. What's up, Lurky Turkey? Look at those weird energy disc things. Andy, you might want to think about having a version of your weapon system where you can use the L1 and R1 buttons to cycle through the weapons. I'm finding that letting go of the right stick to press a face button is tough. But if I had just the shoulder buttons to switch through, I'd be more likely to experiment. Also, I think I said it earlier, but when you press the weapon button, and there's nothing available, having a negative sound effect would help, because I feel like, the button's not doing anything, and anytime a button doesn't do anything and I don't know why, I'm not going to use it. Keep trying to use it. All right. Whoop. That was my fault. I can see your bullet speeds and things kind of cranking up a little bit as you get more comfortable. What are the jellies? The jelly bean clouds. Oh, damn it. Oh. Yeah, you've got these, like, I looked at the burger thing and that got me killed. The weapon trucker, okay. Oh God. Oh. It's like information overload. Maybe I'd get used to it over time, but you know, you're competing for a lot of my attention when it comes to, when it comes to like looking at these big fat billboard icons and the environment and a bunch of enemies coming. Oh, just getting smooshed. Oh, damn it, it was my fault. Okay. I think that said penny farting. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a neat. It's a little like, oh, it's like a laser tickler with a. Oh god, I don't know what's going on. I got this new weapon type that I'm kind of trying to explore. And I'm getting my ass kicked exploring it. Oh, okay. Oh. So then what? What's the deal? What do I do with this? I mean, I bumped the switches, right? I don't know. There wasn't a hint there. I'm not sure how I figured that out. As far as you go, McNamara. It's McCannon. Whatever, prepare to die. Got a little tension between the characters. I got my little wandy tickler weapon. Your base laser on this, by the way, it does not feel satisfying visually. The tickler is kind of okay, but I'd beef up the beam a little bit more. Also, okay, so that is the enemy health bar, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay. Oh, I got pushed in the corner. I do like that the blue discs, they are a different design, and I'm starting to learn that that they're destructible. So that's good. Good visual language. Shit. Oh. Oh. I got dogged. That was neat. I mean, it's a conscious choice not to have a boss meter, so a health meter. I think that you showed enough progressive battle damage that I felt like I was doing all right. All right. Let's see. Humdrum bien homeworld approach. Oh, did my weapons reset between levels? Boo! Boo! It's hard to keep my weapons unless I died and didn't realize and I lost my weapon. So. Whoa! Oh God. Jesus Christ, Andy. Part of that was here. Let's take a look at that again. Boop. I don't even know what to make of that real quick. All right, so I can look at this. So that's good. I think that it's a yeah. So I had the laser. A damage that I felt like. Let's see. Drum bien. Is that between levels? Boo. So now you have my feelings on not being able to keep my weapons between levels. I'm just an entitled gamer. Okay, so let's take a look here. So I was okay. I was on top of the spawns real quick there. I let those guys go a little bit, but I respawned. Okay. I left this guy alive in the corner here. What was that? So I had this flow. So even though I missed one, and then so here, Andy, you had basically these guys spawn and these guys spawn at basically the same time, which means like my attention was up here. I didn't finish this guy, right? And now I'm like, okay, I think if I got to know the game better, maybe the idea is to take out these popcorners first and then to focus on these big guys. I haven't seen these guys before with their shields. So, okay, so that's kind of what I did, right? And then I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm like, let me deal with the next threat. And because I was up here and I was next to the edge of the screen, I got kind of wiped there. So not the end of the world. Just something to think about when you're developing your flow of the level is how do people respond? And there's like the optimum, like they're responding by killing all the enemies as fast as possible because they know where they're at or where they're coming from or the visual cues. And then I come back in here and I'm looking. So I knew I had danger up here with this guy. This guy has got like Homer bits. I start shooting him. And then I changed my focus. I have no idea how long it takes to kill things, unfortunately. So, and so I was like, well, let me focus on these guys. I have no idea what. And then, so yeah, I didn't prioritize my shots longer because those guys are a little bit beefier. And so I'm like, okay, I kind of sort of thought that I'd killed that guy because I did quite a bit of damage. I felt like I did quite a bit of damage. And then I tried to micro through that and I did not. So. Also, Andy, if you haven't, it's not the end of the world, right? I think that was it right there. If your bullets, so if this is your, all right, cool. So if this is your, so when you're looking at your bullet itself, right? If your collision is exactly accurate with the graphic of the bullet itself, then it's not very forgiving for the player. You might want to, one of my little tricks that I kind of use is, is I like to do collision on the, like, so if this were my bullet here, I would do the collision, only on like the inner, on the inner side, like the area. So something like that, right? That way, if the player is close, it's not so pixel perfect that they get punished immediately, right? So maybe you want to consider bringing in your collision volumes a little bit on your bullets. All right, let's get back into it. Holy crap. Wow. You got a lot of beefy enemies, Andy, that you're putting on the screen all at the same time. And there's a cottage thing. Man, those billboards really eat up a lot of my visual perception. Makes it very hard to focus. God, everything is chonky, Andy. So I switched my targets there. Still shooting those guys. Trying to take care of the mushroom guy. Here come the jelly bellies. Jelly belly clouds. I assume these aren't destructible. Okay, they don't have health. All right. Andy, you might want to consider when I can, at least visually, I kind of understand a little bit, but you might want to consider putting a sound effect at least a few times when shooting enemies that are invulnerable. The sound effect, like kind of a chink 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 or something like that, might help clue in that something is, I call it a negative sound effect, but that it's not working right. So, but it's something you learn over time too. Something. I don't know what came up there. Wow. There's too much helper UI bits like taking my attention. Oh, what was that? A cloud? I think that was the Jelly Belly cloud. So when those clouds explode, when you have cash on top of them, it's hard to see the underlying explosion bits. So, right, let me see here. Andy, that you're putting on the bits. It's hard. Those build Andy, and those my visual. Don't need sound for this. I think it was here. All right. Yeah. So check this out. Right here, sir. So this whole thing is a nasty mess, right? Because you have enemies underneath the cache pile. So maybe one of the things you could do, you could add some transparency to the cache, maybe. That might be a thing. But what's happening, right, is you have this thing where I think the cache even flies into me, right? So you might want to consider like having the cache, instead of just showing up on piles of the enemy, have the cache fly out. So then if you're going to have enemies with revenge bullets, which is basically what these are, right? They aren't necessarily hidden. It's just feedback. But you're taking a good thing and then, which is getting the cache, but then it's filled with anxiety because you have enemies underneath. So food for thought. All right, let's go back. Here we go. Danger, 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 plates. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right, those guys at least went down quick. Aim here. All right. All right. Oh. Oh. Ah. What? I don't. Oh. What? I don't. Oh, so I couldn't shoot. Couldn't shoot the guy up front. Okay. I got it. Oop, Trixie Dixie. Not getting rewards from shooting the satellite things. Kind of sucks. It'd be nice to get some reward bits. By the way, I thought that sequence was pretty cool. I like the puzzle aspect of it, creative. I started initially I tried to shoot the satellite thing at the top, which was the right thing, but I didn't have confidence because the dish is blocking the vulnerability spot, and the vulnerability spot is wedged up at the very edge of the screen. So, and like once I navigated the maze, I was like, okay, I kind of got it now. But oh shit! Oh god damn! What's that? What's that little blue thing over there? Oh, yeah. So those are like shielder guys, I guess. I gotta figure out how to shoot them on the insides. Oh crap. Here's the cottage. Oh god. Oh, got that. Oh, got it. Yeah, those billboards, Andy. Like, geez. I know I said them. Take a look here. Let me just look at this again. Oh yeah, so nice. This is looking at. Yeah, you might want to consider again like a kind of universal sound for when you're shooting at an enemy. I did do a setup for like my Lost Solwis that you could use. I think I did a video for that. But I like I kind of got that their little tri-beam things. I could shoot these guys in the back, which is cool. The reinforced indicator was good. Although something to take a look at, Andy, here is you have a lot of real estate with this, with the score and the lives, and it's actually getting in the way of gameplay, and that's kind of bugging me a bit. So it means it's harder to interact over there. So you might want to consider adjusting your UI bits, either gameplay wise to kind of keep things maybe a little bit lower, you know, so you kind of have that horizon line, or, you know, like you could adjust the position of where you have some of these aspects too. So, all right, but this is what we were looking at. I wanted to look at the there we go. So right there, when this happens, Andy, this is such a big fat square. And now, because of the way things are in the game, even though you know it's a power up, the moment I see this, it like creates anxiety for me, right? I'm like, do I have to dodge it? Do I have to collect it? It doesn't look like a collectible completely. So that's maybe one of the problems, right? Like maybe you want to animate it or make it glowy, or, you know, like get rid of some of these big like billboard signs or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, right? So it's your design language. But one thing is true is having these things show up, you know, like every time one appears, it takes a lot of my visual attention because I'm looking at it. And then also I'm trying to understand, is it an enemy? Is it, you know, is it a power up? I don't know. So you probably want to think about your design language surrounding that. All right. What is up, buttercups? Okay. Can't really get to these guys, but I know because you taught me. Oh, almost. I was trying for the collectible card thing, and maybe that's part of it. Maybe they need to be more like collectible cards. That might be the thing you're going for. Maybe I could better parse that, or maybe add a little glowy or something to the animation. Okay, here's some switches. Danger, danger. Stuff coming from the bottom. I think that's what it means. Okay, that's cool. Oh, maybe. I don't know, man. There's something I'm fundamentally not doing right. Maybe it was still the blue, yellow, yellow, blue. But every time I see switches, I'm trying to look for a hint on screen as what to do. So shouldn't have come back, Mac and cheese. You're super scoffs here, boys. Scoff my new wings. It's out of the way. I'm drumming. All right. Whoa, shit. By the way, we have this mini continues because, oh, there we go. Because, boy, oh shit. Because we're just playtesting. This is all raw, right? I mean, I've already died 1 billion times, and you know, that's part of it is I'm just trying to learn how to blow. Oh shit. Oh, that. So. Not sure, Andy, with these beams. Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to figure out the trick of the beams. Okay, all right. Oh, come on. All right. That's what I was afraid of. I figured that was what you're going to do. All right. So I'm trying to learn about these beams, right? By the way, you probably want to update the visuals on the beams, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I think the beams mostly target at me. And as a result, then as long as I stay kind of in the middle and I don't go too aggressive, then I won't take damage by the beams. But then you got this thing where I'm trapped in the corner and I'm being forced because of the rotation of the boss, right? That it's pushing me up here. And I mean, right there, there's nowhere else for me to go. Boom, right? Like that just feels super cheap, right? Like whenever you force the player into a position where they can't get out of, and maybe the answer is don't be in that spot, I guess, you know, but take what you will from it, but it doesn't feel good in terms of, you know, using skill to avoid the shots because now I'm routed. And I don't understand necessarily the way the boss is rotating. But, you know, again, food for thought. Maybe it's just having the beam with the rotation on the boss ship itself. This is kind of cool, though. I mean, I like that it's like a complex boss. Dude, I am not doing any damage to this thing. What's that? Oh. I don't... Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, I tried to grab the square tile thing. Whoa, what's this? Oh. Ah! Oh, shit. Andy? Okay. So, you got these missile bombs, right? These guys here. These guys here, right? I mean, one, they're leaving their little stinky clouds around a little bit here, right? Which creates just additional visual noise. But one of the things I'd recommend that you do, Andy, is pull all the player weaponry into this into a single color spectrum, right? So if it's going to be green, then make it green. Then I would bring these guys and put them in the green space, because right now, at first, I was like, oh, these basically are maybe part of the boss, and so now you have me dodging my own power-ups, which is rough. So I'd consider aligning all of your player weaponry into the same color spectrum. Oh, here we go again. Boom. Yeah, that is not fun. I need to get to the backside of this thing. Whoa. Oh. Oh my god. Beefeater. I don't even know what that means. Oh, there's one up. Okay. Andy, you need to do a pass on your sound effects too. I do kind of like the floating card thing. You know, it's just got to think about, I know, trying to parse it out. Like, games are new language, right? Compared to what I played 4 months ago, there's so much more Siggy, Cyber, Gargoyle, Attack, Aim Here, something, something. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that feels good, Andy. Oh, shit. I got whacked by the wing. The wing whacker. Holy fuck. That's cute. He did a little fall away. Some screens. All right. Like I like kind of what you got going on with the boss. There's some interesting stuff. I mean, you saw where I died in a bunch of points and what that looked like. Look, little. Oh, these microchips are amazing. Little circuits. I don't know. Is that a? I think that's an enemy thing. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Beefeater. Oh god. Done. Yeah, I do not like this spread shot thing. I don't know about the French tickler thing either. Andy, what am I looking at here in this background? I don't even... Wow. Dude. I see this whole thing right now, and it's just insane amounts of noise. I have no idea. Like, I'm having anxiety trying to understand how to even get through this, right? You kind of have like these paths maybe here, but then I'm like, do I have to shoot all these circuits? I'm not sure, right? Like, are these sorry, these not circuits, but the these capacitors? Yeah, I don't know. I don't, you know, like, don't know. Oh god. There's a switch in the corner. Ooh. Oh god. I kind of want to be over there. I don't know what we got going on with those little microchips, but this is not fun shooting these guys. What are they? I mean, they're so small, I'm not sure why they need to take more than one hit. I have no idea. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's a little healthy guy. Oh. Hey. Go. Ah! God damn it. Whoa! I saw that. Oh, come on, dude. So you saw that there, right? Like, I mean, you basically put me, because of this guy coming down this way with the laser, that you pushed me all the way to the bottom of the screen, and then you killed me. Like, just have this guy not hit as deep and leave me just a tiny bit of room, because I was already against the wall to survive. I would be a much better moment than just taking it away from me. God. Oh, I was looking at the thing under the floor. I thought that was a ship down there. No. Wow, dude, there is so much to parse in your game in terms of just the environment. What's his dead zone here? Oh. 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 I thought I killed it, I guess. I was wrong. Oh, okay, the thing came open. Oh, there's the plunger. All right, that's cute. I like the plunger thing. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Jesus. All right, plunger. Oh. And I bonked into the environment. Can't shoot this turret? What's going on with this turret? Why do I have enemies that I can't kill? All right. That's weird. God, what the fuck? I think part of it, Andy, is what I'm seeing here. I mean, let me see here. Take a look at that again. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. All right. God, I just clacked right into it. I think part of it, Andy, is, I mean, again, I have like, you know, we have a lot of visual noise up here with your HUD, right? On top of it, you have this like strong shadowing on the enemy blocks. And I don't know if that shadowing is part of the block, but it makes it darker. So I wasn't seeing, because of the shadows, I wasn't seeing quite as much there. I don't know. But you saw me just clap into that thing more than once. Also, minor bug for you is your font is the quit to desktop is going outside of the pause menu. So probably the amount of space you have. Oh, I was getting greedy for that on me. Dragonoid. Aim here. All right. Aim at the candy bits. The candy wheel. Candy wheel can. Oop. I guess it came around the side, and I didn't notice. Mm-hmm. Well, I got lucky there. So can I destroy this thing or what? Okay, yeah, it's got a health bar. So those guys can die, but this guy can't. Feels weird, Andy, that you have this bottom appendage and it can't be just, what the, really? Wow. Dude. That was a little bit of little bullshit. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, look, we got a little planet thing here. Again, I like conceptually a lot of what you got going on with the bosses and the phases. It's pretty cool. You definitely want to work on your unfair, like part of my design Bible, right, is I always want to make sure that if a player gets themselves into a situation, like in the case of that last rotating laser, there was nowhere for me to go. Maybe I could use my super to get out of it, but the idea is that if a player can put themselves in a situation, they should have the ability to get themselves out of the situation without just getting completely destroyed, right? So, and you got quite a few attacks where if I'm in the wrong spot or the boss is rotating or the laser is doing its thing, that it doesn't seem possible to actually get out of that situation. All right. So we got this kind of land, sea, air thing. Oh, there's a power up nugget. Whoop. Whoop. Dude, the environment is giving me so much anxiety. I don't know if I can fly over that stuff or not. The contrast on your background environment bits is a little bit tough to parse. One up. Get me off that weapon. There we go. I like where this one goes. Oh, damn it. What did I hit there? Did I back into the... And it's just like every time I think I'm flowing, I just get clapped. Let's take a look. Where are we at? There we go. Also, Andy, I need to think on this a little bit more, but there is something with your primary weapon having a charge up and and then a fire duration, and then a cooldown, and then a charge up and a fire duration, especially like the lasers and that spread shot. It doesn't feel very good. It doesn't feel like the weapons are strong or powerful enough to justify that huge penalty. And maybe you want me to not be constantly shooting. That might be a thing too. But, you know, just food for thought. So, and not finding it very compelling. All right. So what was it that exploded me? All right. So here we are. Yeah, it's I think also, Andy, so ship color, right? Like I definitely get that this guy is an enemy. And then you have this down here, right? Like, and I don't have confidence that this isn't an enemy. This is the background, and by enemy I mean a background enemy, an environment enemy, right? So there's something with your color palette and your choices for the graphics that are making it very hard for me to focus on the most important stuff, right? Most important things in the game in general for, you know, is probably number 1, enemies, right? And number 2, bullets, right? And then number 3 is probably environment. And then number 4 would be like, you know, like, I don't know, power-ups maybe? Power-ups, right? In terms of focus, right? So just, I don't know, food for thought. So anyways, so I'm here. So I'm shooting this guy. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, I dropped another one of those nugget things. Didn't you notice that? Those homie nuggets. Now, what was that? Okay, so I was shooting here, and I just... Wow, look at that. Jesus. Okay, Andy, see? So that's kind of what I'm talking about right here. Games are hard, right? Like be kind to your players. Where did I go? Thought I had a Photoshop open already. Guess not. So the thing that killed me right here, Andy, is essentially this little collision, right? Like this tiny little collision right here between the tail of this thing and then, you know, my collision bit, right? So it makes it feel unfair. Yes, I did back into it, but also when I'm trying to read your projectile, right? When I'm looking at this projectile itself, like this is an odd, like, Batman shape, right? I mean, and so I am not going to read this part of the projectile as well as reading the meat part of the projectile. And honestly, if I were you, I would take the collision and I would make the collision like this. Maybe like this. You know, because if it's better to have a player, you know, like in cave games, right? So one of the things they do is they only check collision every other frame. So sometimes it creates these things where you're navigating through a curtain of bullets and you would have been hit, but you didn't. Fair enough, right? I think it's better to create a place where you can have a lot of near misses without huge punishment. And you know, granted, like you don't want to like, you know, make the collision like this. Like you don't want to make it like just a tiny little dot, right? Because then it feels weird. But you want to err on the side of the player because it's already like, I mean, take a look at this, Andy. You're like, if I were to take a look at this here, another interesting thing, right? So I'm taking a look at the collision. So here we go. Check this out. I can't even fit my collision box through the gaps you're giving me, right? I'm going to die each time. So even if I wanted to micro dodge through this, I can't, right? So what I would recommend, I think that the collision, the danger spot on the cockpit on your ship is too big. So I would reduce the collision point on your cockpit to something like that. And then now you also have the ability to micro dodge through things. And then I would also adjust the collision. I'd go back and do a review of your collision areas on your bullets, because bonking into this part of the bullet, especially since it's not really well defined, right? Like it's hard to see visually, these little tails. That's going to create a lot more frustration for your players. So there you go. That was fun. I'm glad we looked at that. All right. Okay, and here we go. And we already talked about these Homer missile bits. Oh, missile bits! Oh, I got a 1-up out of that. Neat. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh God. Andy, you've got these long particle trails. They're just eating up visual noise, and they're distracting me from the most important things, bullets, right? All about bullets. And by the way, these bullets are a little hard to read. They're kind of red, but they're kind of blending in a little bit with parts of your environment. So, and I just came out of pause and bonked. That was me. Okay. Oh. I'm still thinking about the stuff that I can shoot from the environment. Okay. Big thing. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. That was me. Those yellow bullet things. They're brand new. So Andy, when I'm looking at these yellow bullets, this is the first time I've seen them, right? I'm still trying to learn what they are, but your color palette for enemy bullets are also all over the place, right? You've got these blues, you got these yellows, you got these reds. Shore it all up, put them into 1 or 2 color spaces, right? And ideally, with your color logic, just like when you had the flux capacitor discs, those in that space, those are shootable, destructible bullets. I know what those do, right? Wait, do you have those blue bullets of... yeah, and then you have the smaller blue bullets. I'm not sure what the deal is there. So these guys got what? They've got little shield things? I don't... Still learning. Oh God. You're throwing a bunch of new stuff at me, Andy, that I've never seen before, and then you throw a bunch of stuff on top of it, and it's making it hard to understand what's going on. You want to give the players time to learn what you have in store for them, right? And I don't even know where to prioritize the targets. There's some switches in the environment. I don't know. Ooh, look at the octopus. Those are cool. Oh, what the fuck? Another bullet type. I'm still trying to understand what that is. All right, what do we got here? So you got the slow Homer thing. I don't... Oh. Okay. Oh, my fault. Not that Andy's very generous, but you know. Well, that's kind of cool. I blew off the left side or the right side, so I had the protection of being able to go over there. Oh wow. Fish and chips. I went for the big billboard. I don't know if those fly into me or not, so I feel like I had to pick it up. Oop. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? What the? Caution, energy, something, something. I don't. Oh wow, Andy, you're killing me. You got this big brown wood, right? Like, and now the environment is doing damage. You know, I gave it to you. I gave you some feedback a few months ago on that too, right? Like, try to pick a consistent style for environment damage. And maybe it's caution signs on the edge or something like that. I don't know. God. What? Oh, so you've got this. So you got this enemy that died here, and that enemy was actually like caught all my attention because it's smoky and fiery. And there's actually the enemy underneath that is then shooting these projectiles. And you know, so it's confusing because I thought I'd kill the enemy. I look away to see what else I'm doing, and then I'm getting killed by, you know, the enemy underneath the enemy. So also your big rings here. So you're, you know, like you have these big rings, right? And these big rings are covering up the impacts, right, that I'm having against the environment. So I can't even tell per your own instruction, which is if the environment is blocking shots, it means it's dangerous. But there's a, you know, conveyance issue there, right? So. I do like your setup for this though. This is a fun little like arena survivor thing. Whoa, fuck up. Jeez. Wow. Pretty hard to dodge, fast projectiles. You have a bunch of small moving enemies that suck up a lot of damage, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to collect them all or choose, but close enough. Whoa! See if I can live longer than a second or two. Did I hit the wall? Is that what I did? I don't know. Oh, that guy was cool, little rusher guy. God. Oh, that was my fault being on the edge of the screen. Ooh, hear these guys. These guys are fun. I like what you got going on with them. Oh. Man, also, I mean, just looking at this again. I mean, this new element. Wow. I mean, it's eating up even more real estate on the screen. So you probably want to do another pass on your design bits for that. We find the egg guy again. Oh. Where'd you go, egg guy? So I'm shooting and I'm doing hits, but I'm not getting any damage. Oh, look. Look at that guy. Oh, crap. Oh, I thought I dodged that. Let me see. Let me see that again. It is hard, is really hard to read your bullets in a lot of ways, Andy, against your environment. I'm finding myself getting surprised quite a bit. Wow. I mean, that wasn't even subtle. So what was the deal here? So I'm shooting. Cool. I got the blast thing. I'm starting to move to dodge. I thought I was safe. Nope. Part of it, I guess, is maybe because of the acceleration on the bullets. Yeah, I mean, I talked about it before, but this little helper drone thing, which is cool, this is eating up a lot of like information. And again, I already gave the feedback, but I'm noticing my eyes are flicking towards this while trying to understand this, while trying to dodge the boss attacks. Oh, what's that? What is going on? Oh, is he beaming me? That was weird. Interesting, but weird. I feel like something bad is happening. I don't know, maybe it's a psychic thing. It's weird that it's not doing much. So, oh, that was my fault. Because I'm again trying to understand yet a new attack thing, a new thing that I don't know what you're trying to do here in terms of conveyance, Andy. If you're trying to tell me to dodge or what the deal is, or if you're just doing it for visual pizzazz. Oh, not even as good as my other bits. All right, so let me see if I can one more time. I'm not going to play through the whole thing again, but I want to see if I can understand. Okay, so select. I think what he's trying to tell me is that if I do this and this, that will be whatever this mode is. I think this is like, oh, this is maybe the story mode. I think, Andy, part of the problem I'm missing here, right, is this is a tutorial bit, or is it? Okay, so that's the tutorial. So I think that's the problem, right? So this is tutorial, right? So if I do the switch combination, then it should, for one, it's by the way, it's only finite, so no way to, I think you're being a little too cheeky in terms of, like, if the player does the wrong combination, there's no way to reset it. Maybe you need a reset function or something like that. But then what I'd expect is like, oh, cool, like tutorial, right? This is story, right? All right, cool. But then you have the word story here, which I don't understand. And this is, I suspect is then arcade, right? So just some conveyance issues. All right, so I think I just want to do arcade. Game only selected. I don't know exactly what that means, but confirmation instead of game only. All right, I'm only gonna play until I get to my first continue. And if this is a arcade mode, what's going on with this? Why do I have that? That it's telling me to shoot that thing and I don't see it. Hint, scenery tiles. All right, this is it. We're gonna play until our first continue. Okay, secret code. Blue, yellow. Okay, oh, it's a code 1 found. Okay, so I found the code. That's probably the thing, is I'm looking for the codes in the environment for the other switches. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Probably if I, if Andy, I don't have the code 1 found, if I don't have the code found and I come to later switches in the world, because I'm still trying to understand the gameplay logic, having a little helper that says, like, even if the code is not available, then say code not found. Good luck, right? Like, or something like that. All right. Fish and chips. This is probably my favorite weapon so far. Oh god, those freaking bullets are hard to really read. Oh. Okay. Alright. Doing better. These guys are chonky. Aim here. Dude, you got a big ass thing on the screen while I'm still fighting enemies. Come on, man. Oh god, I've got the French tickler. Tickle me, Frenchie. I haven't made it through here. Oh, I'm getting chased. Oh god, are you kidding me? Fucking evil. Evil! Oh god. Oh. What was that, Daddy? Wow. Didn't even see it. Look at that. I bonked right into. You know why? Check this out. So here I'm shooting all of these enemies. Shooting. They're starting to explode. I've got fire bits and particles. So look at the difference between this projectile and then the surrounding yellow, plus all this stuff, right? And so it comes out of there. I thought it was just, yeah, I didn't see it, right? I've got all this extra visual noise here. I got these little missile things underneath, which I think I'm dodging. I don't know if those are mine or the enemies or whatever. So, but yeah, all of that information here conspired to let this missile travel over here and me bonk into it because of all of this on top of it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Whew. All right. Let's see here. So first off, Andy, you've done a tremendous amount of work. Like I can see the complexity of the logic. I can see the difference in enemy spawns. The art is still very charming overall. I like this like very cheeky hand-drawn style. You know, and so those things are very good. We definitely need to work on bullet visibility, bullet consistency in terms of behavior and visual design, bullet collision. We need to work on player weapons. The base weapon feels pretty good, but I don't understand the weapon system very well. I know I'm kind of pushing a button or something. You know, you already got the feedback on that. To switch the different weapons, but I don't know which is for why and what. I really dislike the that for the amount of charge up and cooldown and duration for which a weapon fires, like the laser beam and a few other things, it doesn't feel like those weapons are strong enough to warrant the what do you call it? The negatives of the weapon, right? So each of those, the weapons are hard to use because of the things I just mentioned. So, and if they're harder to use, in general, page from my design book is that they should be more effective. I was starting to get used to using the super weapon thing. That was cool. Definitely, you probably, I think, yeah, there's definitely a trigger for when you can do a sound effect for when the super weapon is ready. So you probably want to work on that as well. You definitely need to do a whole pass on sound effects to really bring the game into your own space. So I know you're still creating content. The levels, like I think you still have some areas where the levels just wind up being they kind of get snowbally, and this is what the core gameplay is in general, right? But I'm having a really hard time parsing the environment and the dangers in the environment versus the enemies versus the enemy bullets. And then when you're introducing new things, my brain is trying to understand those new things, but I don't feel like you're giving me a lot of time to understand the new things, right? So, and you saw my feedback on that. Once I dialed in I think the dead zone on the controller, that felt pretty good, which is good. The stick with the firing felt pretty good. I like that aspect of it. I do fundamentally like some of the tactical shmup aspects, for sure. I think you're a little heavy-handed in. Again, we talked about the visual design for like the cards. I don't know if I'm collecting them or what they are or what I'm supposed to do with them. I don't know if they're power-ups. I know I got the little power-up bullet thing, but the power-up bullet thing has a preview image of what the bullet thing is, which I kind of understand-ish, right? But the square design of those makes me think that they're like those other environmental card things. So I don't, like it's just all. It's all stuff that I'm trying to understand, but I don't have a good framework for understanding it. And you want me to understand it from the perspective of someone that's trying to dodge enemies, trying to dodge bullets, trying to dodge the environment, right? Like I'm just trying to survive. So, and maybe some of that goes in the tutorial or something like that, but you definitely have some conveyance issues. And you definitely have you're trying to help the player understand where to shoot a thing, but I'm still focused on trying to shoot something else, right? So I gave you some examples of that. So overall, tremendous amount of effort. Nice job. You definitely want to keep playtesting and tuning, balancing. Let's see what you take away from this as well. And if anyone else has gotten to this point in the video, thank you so much for being here. And if you have time to help playtest a lot of these new concept games and these games in early development, feel free to join us in the Shmup Creator community. There's a lot of cool stuff, and the games can only be good because as a developer, you try your very best to put on your developer hat, and you're trying to find a way of creating gameplay that resonates with players. And a lot of times we're trying to break the rules a little bit and change it up, right? Like, and you can only better understand your change ups and what those things look like through the lens of players playing with your game. And the more people play, the more comfortable they get with the game. So it's a whole different level of feedback, right? So first times are very much treasured, and they help teach you quite a bit. All right. Quick shout out to the Shmup Creator community. Thank you very much. To everyone else, we'll see you next time.